Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman. Today we're going to learn how to find C, D, and E on the piano. Let's come over to the piano for the story of Piano Street. Once upon a time, there was a boy who lived on Piano Street, and he was walking up the street home from school one day. On Piano Street, there was a doghouse, and these two black keys right here make a doghouse. So guess who lived in the doghouse? Of course, it was a dog. It so happens that the white key in between two black keys is called D for dog. Now, this was a mean black dog with sharp teeth, slobber coming out of his lips, and a spiky collar. And the boy did not want to mess with that dog. So he thought to himself, how am I going to get past this dog? Then he had an idea. He remembered he had a bone left over from lunch. It was a chicken bone left over. So he opened up his lunchbox, threw the bone into the doghouse, and the mean dog ran inside and he was able to run by as fast as he could. He was safe. Well, it so happens on Piano Street that there was another doghouse. Do you see these two black keys here? Those two made another one. So he started to feel nervous when out came a fluffy white poodle. Oh, it was so nice and tame. It licked him on the nose. Ooh, and he kept on going. Now, can you find any other doghouses on Piano Street? Look for two black keys. Can you point to the two black keys that we haven't found yet? If you're pointing down here, you're correct. So the white key in between those two black keys is also called D. It's easy to find D's on the piano because all you have to do is look for the white key in between a group of two black keys. Can you go to your own piano now and find and play all the D's? Find a D, play it, and say D until you've found every single one. Press pause on the video and go do that on your own piano. Press play again when you're ready to continue. Did you find all the D's? Great job. Now let's keep going with our story. These dogs are going to go to sleep in their dog houses. Now the next day, the boy was walking home again and the dog was back out, barking and snarling. But the boy was in trouble. He didn't have a bone that day. He had had peanut butter and jelly for lunch. What am I going to do? Said the boy. Well, just then, out of the tree came a cat. It was a sneaky black cat who loved to tease that dog because the dog, as mean as he was actually afraid of cats. So as soon as he saw that cat, he went whimpering inside his doghouse. Well, thanks, said the boy to the cat. And he gave him a pat on the head, and the kitty purred against his leg. And the boy's able to keep walking. Well, it so happens in music, whenever there is a D, the letter before it, just like the musical alphabet, is C. So guess what letter belongs right here before this D? If you said C, you're correct. C always comes before D. Now, there's one other C on this piano. Can you guess where it is? If you said right here, you're correct. The easiest way to find C on the piano is look for a D or look for the two black keys and go just one note before it on the left. Now what I'd like you to do is press pause and go find and play all the C's on your own piano. Whenever you find one, play it and say C. Press play again when you're ready to continue. Great job finding all the C's. Now we're going to put all the animals to sleep again, the cats and dogs, except for the mean dog. Because on the third day, he was feeling a little bit upset that now twice he had been tricked, once by the bone and once by the cat, so he was not going to let that boy by again. Can you think of the letter that comes after D? What is it? If you said E, you're correct. Well, it so happened at the zoo that day, the zookeeper had forgotten to lock the fence on the place where the elephants stayed. And so, boom, 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 out of nowhere came an elephant, a giant elephant came, and that dog took one look at that huge elephant and went whimpering back into its dog house. Wow, but it was an elephant from the zoo, so it actually was quite tame. The boy gave him a pat on the side, handed him a peanut left over from lunch, and kept on walking. Well, can you guess where another E is going to be? Think of the letter after D. That's right, there's another E right here after this D. Just like the musical alphabet, after D, the next letter is E. Can you find any other E's on this piano? If you're pointing right here, you're correct. If you're looking for an E on your piano, just look for a D, and it's the very next note, just to the right of two black keys. Now, press pause one more time, go to your piano, and find and play all the E's. Press play again when you're ready to continue. Great job finding all the E's on your piano. Now, let's finish up with a game to see if you remember everything we've learned so far about Piano Street. All right, I've placed 3 colored circles on here. Which color is on D? If you said green, you're correct. The green circle is on the note D. Okay, can you tell me what color you see on the note called C? If you said blue, you're correct. The blue circle is on C. Okay, here's my last question. What letter is the orange circle on? Can you tell me what letter this one is? If you said E, you're correct. Now, there is more to my story of Piano Street, but we're going to have to hear the rest of the story in another lesson. Remember that you can download activity pages from our website that will help you review and practice finding C, D, and E even more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.